Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's me again, Jen. Hello! And we are reading again today from the Insect Tarot. And I show you the side of the box because the top doesn't say anything on it, but it's got a cool wing and claw glyph thing going on. And this deck was graciously gifted to me by my dear friend Frith, who does some really cool Gallifreyan circle art. And the link to her Etsy store is in the description, so you should totally go check it out. Order some custom Gallifreyan art because she does some cool stuff. What does that have to do with the Insect Tarot? Well, the Insect Tarot was created by Lauren Sherman, and Lauren Sherman is also the creator of the Gallifreyan language that Frith uses. So it's this whole big circle, and I think it's really cool, and I'm super excited to know these people and super interested to see more of these cards throughout the month of June. And being that it is a Wednesday and it is the middle of the week, it is the 9th of June, I would love to see what we have for our Wednesday card. So let's see what we've got for Wednesday. Oh, yikes. Okay, that's a little scary. Okay, so the moon is, of course, one of the major arcana in a standard Rider-Waite tarot deck. And you can see up at the top here we have the Roman numerals for that, as well as this fun little glyph. And I did finish reading the book and learned what those glyphs are, and I know that that says moon. And I'm going to break it down for you because I'm super proud of myself for figuring this out. So the top little hook, I don't know how well this is going to come out on video, but the top little hook has a dot inside of it. So that means it's an M, because if it was a little hook like that, a little half circle without the dot in it, it's a different letter. And then the O's are these two lines. That's an O and an O because it's parallel like that. And then the hook going under like that is an N. And yes, if it had a dot in it or something like that, then it would actually be a different letter. So this is really neat. Also, that's a beautiful way to write the word moon. I think that's really kind of fun because to me it looks like the moon, because you've got like the moon that is bright on this side and then like the dot in the middle makes it dark on the other side, and it's the cycle of, I'm totally reading into this way too much. I'm sure Lauren had no intention of it being that deep, but I'm making it that deep. This is what I do. So the moon is a card of secrets, of inward investigation, of kind of clarity with your instincts, and that balance between the public and the private, or the community and the feral sort of thing. And this card has got like this eye, which I know is probably not a real eye. It's probably a trick of the butterfly because, yet again, another meaning of moon is illusion. So all of these things are represented, I think, pretty well on this card. It's a little trippy for a card that is usually depicted more with like this very simple towers and the dogs howling at the moon and that kind of thing, and the crayfish. There's no crayfish present in this one, but it is a really interesting looking card. I would like to see what animal that is. I'm going to guess it's some kind of moth, maybe a gypsy moth. I don't know. So let's check out the little guide, which has information about the cards as well as information about bugs in general. And I've learned a lot so far about bugs. Okay. Oh, well, I probably should have known that too. It's a Luna moth. So, Actius Luna, the moon is deceptive, a card of illusions, hallucinations, the subconscious, fears, and intuition. Yes. All right. The Luna moth gets its name from nocturnal nature, as well as the crescent shapes in its eye spots. There you go. So, yes, predators perceive the moth's body as the face of a much larger animal because it is a deception that the animal can like freak out other animals by thinking that, and that way it doesn't get eaten. So it asks, are you seeing what's really there or just what you fear is there? I think that's a little darker than most of the ideas behind the moon and the meaning of the moon, but yeah, it's a good one. I like that. It's pretty good. So, oh, this is interesting. The moon is apparently the first card that Lauren came up with for this deck. And it's the first one created before going back and creating others. So I feel like if I had been paying attention and read the book ahead of time, I probably should have just started with this one and drawn it not at random, but drawn it just to for the purpose of it. Because usually you think, well, a deck must have started with the Fool, right? That's an interesting thing to wonder about now. What did your deck start with? And if you are making a deck, which card are you starting with and why? What is the subconscious meaning behind that? So I do like this card. For a Wednesday card, it's a little bit creepy, I think, because in the sense of like deception and all of that, one would hope that your Wednesday is going well enough that you are not being deceived. But also, Wednesday is a great day to kind of pause and reflect and look into your intuition, the things you have learned versus the knowledge that you have within yourself. And as you move into the weekend and the future, think about what you're really worried about. Think about your fears, your hopes, your desires, and are they really yours or do they belong to something outside of yourself and you need to maybe reassess for your own intuition. So that's a really cool card. I dig it. I really like that moon card, even though I thought it was Gypsy Moth and not a Luna Moth. Maybe they're the same moth. I don't know. I know very little about bugs. Anyway, until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye!